We need to be able to find coterminal angles in both degrees and radians. So first we want to find two positive and two negative angles that are coterminal with 2 pi sevenths. So if we start with 2 pi sevenths to find coterminal angles, we need basically loops around the circle. So thinking of 2 pi is all the way around the circle in terms of seventh, 14 pi sevenths would equal 2 pi. So we're going to add 14 pi sevenths to 2 pi sevenths and get 16 pi sevenths, and that would be one coterminal positive angle. We could take the 16 pi sevenths and add another loop, which is 14 pi sevenths, and that would give us 30 pi sevenths, and that would be another coterminal angle. If we want to get negative coterminal angles, we are going to subtract a loop, 14 pi sevenths, and so that would give us negative 12 pi sevenths, which is coterminal to our original angle 2 pi sevenths. Let's do that one more time, starting with negative 12 pi sevenths, subtract another negative loop to get another negative coterminal angle, and that would be negative 26 pi sevenths. Find the least positive angle that's coterminal with 13 pi thirds. So 13 pi thirds is some loops around the circle, and we want the smallest positive angle. So thinking in pi thirds, 6 pi thirds is one loop around the circle. So we're going to take 13 pi thirds and we would subtract a loop around, which is 6 pi thirds, and that would leave us with 7 pi thirds. But that's still more than one loop around. We're after the smallest positive angle, so we're going to subtract another 6 pi thirds, and that is going to give us pi thirds. So the smallest positive coterminal angle with 13 pi thirds is pi thirds. Now we're going to find an angle with the smallest positive measure that is coterminal with negative 77 degrees. So this time we're in degrees, and loops around the circle are going to be 360 degrees. So we're going to take the 360 degrees and the negative 77 degrees, and let's add those together. So actually it'll end up subtracting because that's negative. So this is going to be 3, and here we borrowed, this is 2 and 5, so it looks like that's going to be 8, 283 degrees. So 283 is the smallest coterminal angle with negative 77 degrees, and that makes some sense because negative 77 would be in quadrant 4, as is 283 degrees.